Harder, Daddy.
What is happening to me?
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
What the hell are you?
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and yesterday we got all the buffs and nerfs, which we're going to talk about a little bit this morning about what you can be expecting. Of course, we're also going to get the Battle Pass trailer, but today we're specifically going to be talking a little bit about how it isn't only going to be Revenant who gets reborn. The lead writer for Apex has given us some hints, and we can be looking forward to something pretty big this season. We're also going to give out 45 bucks. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill, but without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So we are officially one day away from the launch of Season 18, and we can finally look forward to some of the Legends buffs and nerfs. Some early ones that we know of is the fact that Bangalore's ultimate has actually been increased by 60 seconds. Alongside that, Gibraltar's ultimate was decreased by 90 seconds, which is a pretty huge change for both characters. I don't think a lot of people necessarily saw that coming. Now, along with that, we know that Seer got a hard nerf as well. His tactical ability now has a shorter range, the tactical activation time has been increased, and the slow time has been reduced from 2.5 seconds to 0.5 seconds. In the official notes right here, it says for the initial 2.5 seconds, affected enemies are also slowed, while their health bars and body highlights are revealed to the squad. Enemies see micro drones detected on their HUD. So overall, this looks to be another way that Respawn is trying to break down the Seer meta, especially after giving all of his abilities to Revenant, or at least, you know, the silence ability. But along with that, the Revenant Reborn is coming in tomorrow, which is absolutely huge. We saw the kill code special coming. So far, we've only seen 2 episodes, but there is going to be a third one, and it's going to be pretty big in the game. Ashley Reeds, who is the senior writer, yes, they did name the character Ash after this lead writer, said that there will be a third episode coming where relationships will be tested and shattered, and she says maybe not everyone will make it out alive, I mean it this time, implying the fact that Apex Legends could be moving in a direction where they kill off characters. Now, this could be something where they only kill off someone in the lore and they're still playable in the game, or it could be a side character, but there's a couple of different options here. One, this kill code will incorporate cinematic animations and in-game content, which is absolutely huge. It should be very similar to the Loba Thief's Bane event. And it will also, as they say, have additional in-game components, so we're getting more PvE, or at least environmental challenges. And it will go into the end of the year, so it might not even be at the end of season 18. We might see this at season 19. She went on to further describe this as a serialized narrative arc, but is careful not to call it a miniseries because it does seem that they are working on some kind of TV show, Netflix, something like that, that would be in the same vein as Arcane was. However, it is important to know that Reed admits there is nothing in the plans yet, but that could always be an NDA thing. We never truly know about that stuff. But the characters that are seemingly involved in this are Valkyrie, Loba, and Bangalore. That's the love triangle where the relationships are going to be shattered, as we've went over. Now, a great character that would be next up for being reborn would probably be Valkyrie, considering the fact that they just gave evac towers to the game last season, and it basically removed the entire point of Valkyrie's ult except for the fact that she can scan. And it could also make a fair amount of sense because Valkyrie being reborn is just a very cool concept in general, especially with the way that her dad Viper went down. A reborn version of her could actually be pretty cool cinematically. Bangalore would be pretty boring, and honestly, Loba doesn't need to be reborn. She's got a very unique kit that is somewhat viable in the game, as opposed to Revenant, who is completely horrible. But I highly doubt they actually kill off a main character. SWL actually brought up a good point. They're just going to kill off Mila or Jamie. Jamie being Valkyrie's friend and Mila being Crypto's sister, who appeared in season 3. A lot of people think Mila is going to be the next Legend Conduit, but I'm pretty sure at this point we're all aware that Conduit is actually going to be Margot, Catalyst's friend. It makes a lot of sense to go ahead and kill off one of the side characters because, well, they did that with Forge, and you don't necessarily have to get rid of the player models. You can't really kill off a character like Valkyrie or Crypto completely because they still have tons of skins. They all have heirlooms in the game. You can't just remove something. We've seen that with the fact that they're actually moving Revenant Reborn into a new base model, which clearly indicates that he was never going to be completely removed from the game. In fact, they'll probably never remove anything from the game that you have to buy. But overall, it is very interesting that we're getting more lore in the game, and I personally think it's a good idea. The last thing we really have to wait for is something that a dev showed us where the storm point weather is absolutely destroying the map, and Watson makes this face saying that she seems to know something that's going on with her new POI in a town takeover, which is great because we haven't gotten a town takeover in a very long time. Let me know down below, what other legend would you like to see reborn? Do you think Valk is a good fit, or is there another legend in mind that you think is a better idea? Also, don't forget to check out the second channel by my editor Novell right here, who does amazing Apex Legends content. And until next time, Legends, keep slaying the Outlands, and I'll see you out there.